There are two really common myths when it comes to Sacramento Kings. Number one, acquiring players that don't have a ton of time left on their deal. He's got 1 year, he's got 2 years, he's gone. Why would we want to make that trade? He's going to leave. How many players can you think of off the top of your head that the Kings wanted to retain and left anyways? It's a myth. The Kings re-sign their players if they want to.
Yeah, that's why when people do the list of the greatest free agents the Kings have ever signed, I say it's theirs.
Number two is the idea that, these players are here and they get beaten down. I believe that. And then they go off and they just kill it on other teams. Really? How many players have left Sacramento and really gone on to do better things? Isaiah Thomas is an obvious example, but Isaiah was already doing great things here.
Some of it's perception, because I could hear some people going, Bogey. Well, I think it's just opportunity. Where we see him in the postseason, Bogey's basically doing what he did here, but now we see him in the playoffs, and look at these big moments. He would have done that here if they were in the playoffs. He would have had big shining moments.
When you think about what was being said 4 weeks ago, they were motivated to make deals because they wanted to make the playoffs. Well, have the plans changed? Because ever since those reports came out about a month ago, this team, for the most part, has done nothing but lose. And now they sit here as the 13th seed. Was the idea to push for the playoffs, but now over the last month, they've been losing games. De'Aaron Fox is on the bench. Maybe Monty McNair looks at this and says, we don't have as much urgency as we had a month ago, because a month ago, I had the playoffs in my eyes, in my mind. And now, that's not the case.
The Pro Bowl was yesterday. Yeah, it sucks. Here's the best I can come up with. You go AFC versus NFC. And then you have some sort of skills competition, as much football as possible, but you basically create like a football Olympics. You come up with different events. Everybody has to participate in at least one event, and you put a real amount of money on the line and get a title sponsor to go with that. You make it winner take all. That is the key. I would like to see who's the truly fastest person in the NFL of Pro Bowl players. I would like to see who can throw the ball the furthest. Right. I remember they were throwing an old clip around. Brett Favre threw it like 72 yards. I think Cordell won that year. Give me stuff like that. It's slightly more entertaining.
Yeah.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Weekday mornings from 6 to 9. The Nick Cattles Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6. Sports 1140 KHTK.